Good morning and welcome to my channel and welcome back for those of you that are so kind and supportive and follow me all the time. Thank you all of you. I have reached the 8,000 subscribers and it's totally crazy. 8,000 subscribers. It's almost the same amount of people that lives in my little village. We are 9,000 in the whole village, and yes, that's crazy, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. And enough of that. Now let's play. I have my 4 journals that I have started with in the series of 10, and we are going to continue to decorate today and do some painting and some decorating with old book page, and do kind of the background paintings. So I'm actually going to start on the second page. I think I want to have a little bit of collage on this one, so we still can use it as writing space, but a little bit more fun decorations. So I'm going to use a piece of an old book page. We don't need so much. And I'm going to glue part of it down so I can rip the rest off and do that kind of collage that is looking like an old wallpaper that has been ripped down. So I'm just gluing that part I want the paper to stick on, and squeezing that down properly. And I'm going to do the same down in this corner and put another piece down. Like so, and then we're going to leave that to dry, so we can continue with that later on. On this page, I also think it's a perfect place for writing space, but we need to do a little decoration. So I think I'm just going to do some color swatches, but I'm going to do them in a heart shape. That can be a little bit different, so just going to find myself a piece of old book page. And I'm folding it in the middle like this. And then I'm making a shape of a heart and cut it out. This way you get the heart to look the same on both directions. And then I'm just going to take my pen and start to tracing the shape down. It was not so clear. And I'm using my round number 4 Princeton Elite. And I'm going to go with the brown colors. This paper is not having any coat of matte medium, so I'm just painting straight onto the paper. And the color will be a bit different, but I like that. These papers have been eco-dyed, so they have already got a little coat of water on it, so it won't soak so much. And you can see it won't get through. It's kind of a little bit more natural effect when you don't have matte medium on top of it, so it will look like watercolor paper. Using brown with a little bit of blue in it. And then I'm going for another darker brown. And this is Van Dyke Brown from Renaissance. The first one was a blend of different browns I had on my palette. It's big differences between the colors depending on what browns you use. So if you order a Payne's Grey or a Van Dyke Brown from different browns, they will look different. Okay. We will leave this to dry a little bit, and then I will do another thing that is a bit fun. So I will just blow dry this in a few seconds. So it's dry, and now I'm going to put matte medium on top of the hearts. Just a little drop on each. And I'm going to put this down onto the heart. Then we're going to put another coat in a different color on top of this. And while that are drying, we can do this. So now I'm kind of just pulling and hopefully we will have like this pieces that wants to stay. Pull carefully in case it hasn't dried totally yet. That. And then I'm going to put another piece of paper onto it. So it looks like it's kind of overlapping a little bit, and it has been several layers of papers. This is another color. So I'm doing the same thing again, putting down another little piece there to make it a little bit like an old wallpaper, and doing the same down here. Now I'm taking a picture, just a copied piece, and I'm doing the same, so I will get part of the flowers, so it looks like a piece of an old wallpaper. And leave that to dry. So while these are drying, I just prepare a little pocket. So I think we will do a T. And a little bit of text. That one. And maybe we can pull out something that could work on the side. This is just a piece of craft paper with some dyed cheesecloth on top of. I think I wanted some kind of textile on this. Maybe some numbers on that, like so. Okay, let's see if this has dried so we can pull it off. And toning the white section down where we ripped a little bit. So it blends in with the background a little bit better. Now the glue had ripped that a little bit, so we need to do a little mending, but that's okay. Just using another piece of paper. And of course we can do the same on the other side then. Or actually we don't need that, we can see it through there. So these hearts are dry, so now I'm going to add a little bit of more color on it. So first a little bit of more of the blue as another layer that just can be blended on like this. And the same with the brown. Need to go a little bit darker there. And now I'm using more water so it can kind of move around a little bit more. Just to give some depth into the hearts. A little bit of 3D feeling when you layer it down. Here I'm going for white, so just some white watercolor, and then I'm going to blend it with a little bit of blue. Let that move. And some splatters. And on top of that, a little bit of gold. Hopefully, if my bottle isn't stuck. Down. And blending it a little bit with the colors. So I'm leaving this now for some drying, and while that dries we can work in another book. So I'm going for the heart shapes today. So let's do something similar. Some matte medium. You can use transparent gesso if you like that or have that, or some other kind of medium that stops the water from going down into the paper. acrylic paint works. And then we are going to add some color into the matte medium. Again, using some white watercolor paint. And blending it with some blue that I already have on my palette to get a marbled effect. As you have the matte medium that is still a bit wet, the color will kind of stay where you put it. That's good. Then I'm just taking the brush and making some small splatters to give it a little bit of life to move around. So we are going to give this a little white edge, I think, just to make it stand out a little bit more. Then I'm actually going to leave that page. I love that pattern, so I don't think we need to do so much more with that. So let's move over to the next page, and I did this small decoration pieces with old paper on top of tissue paper, and then I stamped and painted. So on this back side, that was a little bit boring. I thought we could add a piece of this. So let's see how much we need to rip away. A little bit more on the top. I wanted that hole to be intact. So let's go with matte medium and put that down. Be careful, the tissue paper is a bit delicate when it's wet. Okay. that's good. So I'm going to just take a piece of paper so I can put something under this one. I really need to change my water. I'm a bit lazy about that, but it's good for now. So this is the old book page, and that takes color really good. So just for fun, I'm going to do some more swatches. And I'm thinking that I maybe should use something to, can't decide if I want them round or if I want them to be just sloppy. I think I will go with just slopping on the color. So we can just do something out in the edge. This isn't anything on top, so that's why I put the paper there, because the color will go through this old paper, but when it has dry, it's totally okay. I will just take some water and drop in a little bit of brown in the colors. I like when it looks like it's old. You know that by now? Old, old, old. That's me. And then we are going to take, let's see if my 005 is still working. Yes. And some small scripts on that. And off it goes to dry. We can continue with the next one. I have done a few things in this already, or I have done that in all of them. Prepared some pages, and the same with this. These watercolors, no, eco dyeing pages are just so beautiful, and I can't cover them up. But the back isn't just as good, so maybe that will have something. Let's go to my pile of paintings that I did this weekend in the trailer, and see if we can find something that could work. I don't want too much. These are cutouts. This one is nice. It's good to have these kind of piles that you can just pick from when you're working. I have tons of them already done, but it's so fun to make them, so I find that nice. This is just some background paper that I have used when I painted, but sometimes they are really nice to have. This one was too sharp for that. This one's better. Let's take this one with the small circles on. These are just made with the cap for the water brush. I have just taken this and put it into color and done a circle, and then put in water and made it like that. So use what you have if you don't have what you should have, if you know what I mean. Use your imagination with your stuff. That's always nice. Like, you can save a little bit of money. Often you don't need all these equipments that sometimes looks like they are needed in crafting. Just think a bit outside the box and you will have a lot of equipment that you can double use them for what they are and maybe something more. You kind of need to think a bit like that when you, like me, are on sick pay because I have my fibromyalgia. You will not get paid good in Sweden, so the journals are my life savings when I can make them and someone else want them. That's good. So should we do something on the old book page or should we leave it? I think I will leave it for now and go to this page, and we will find something that are a bit neutral. This one will work. So let's make something more fun with this. Let's do a flip out. So that we can pull this out and use the back for writing space. And do something fun on the front. That was a little bit much of the brown, but now it's there. bit more matte medium. And this way you can make the distressed ink look more like coffee. It looks more like it has been wet, or it is wet now. That way you can also take a little bit off if you would like to. Oops, paper all over. And on the front, where we will have the part that we will pull, I think we will put a piece of craft paper. To have a little differences. And kind of in the middle, I think, or should we have it on top? I'm going to fold this a little bit like that, so I know where to go. A little bit more, I think. That, and then fold it again. So I'm going to fold this down so we get it double, so it's a bit stronger. So we have that little tab peeking out. And line it up as much as you can. So then this will be like this, and you will no, this way, and you will pull this up. I think I want the tab on that side peeking out as it's on the back side. So let's glue this down. Then we can cut off the excess when we have it all in place. Make sure you can fold it without any trouble. Do I want some decoration on this? Maybe pull out another pile here where I have some things made. maybe. It's a bit thick, but as you see, there is things done. It's good to have these small pieces ready to go when you start to decorate the journal. So I always have something to do. I can sit down on a train or in the car waiting for something. I have these small pieces and my little travel box with the colors that I have with me almost everywhere I go. This is magnets, so it keeps it together, and I have a plastic bag I can put it in if it hasn't dried. And with that one and some small papers you can get a nice pile of pieces to use. While you just have a lot of time to get rid of. Sometimes when I go with Nico to the forest, I take that small one with me and just sit down and do some quick sketches for fun. And I'm trying to do them even quicker and looser because I love that kind of style, but I still have problems to do that. I kind of going for the painting that more looks realistic, even if I try to not do that. Oh, let's see, I think I need piece of some textile. I have cleaned my table, so now I have to reach for everything. That's good, but sometimes it's good to have a mess on the table, so you just can pick things up. And I need to do a scrap session soon and use up a lot of scraps and make some big master boards to use in the decorations. I have so much of that now when I have cleaned. You know the thing. So let's add this. So it gets a little bit stronger and a little more cute. So now you know why my journals take such a long time to do. All these details that I'm get stuck into. But it's fun. So now we have the writing space and we have a nice front. And I'm going to glue this down as we have a little small pocket here. So I'm going to take my punch. And punch out a little piece. So now we glue this down on 3 sides. And we have a pocket and a flip out in one. Ta-da! I like this. Things that you can move and open and flip and flop. So I think I will stop there for today, so the video will not go too far away from reality. But I think this was a good way to use up that space. And it's still possible to decorate around it if you would like to. Do some leaves or maybe some script, gluing something, stamp. Do whatever you feel would make you happy. So the sun is shining. Me and Nico is going to go down to the water, and I would really appreciate if you watch all the video and give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, that would really help me. And to all of you that comments and give me this amazing support every time I post anything, I just want to say I'm so grateful. Thank you, have a nice day, and see you soon again. Bye bye from Sweden.